Hi everyone, Miss Tui here. In today's lesson, Ozobot needs your help. Ozobot is going to the grocery store and you need to help make sure it picks up the correct number of items. Then you will determine whether those items are even or odd. For today's lesson, you will need an Ozobot fully charged and calibrated, color code markers, a pencil, and your even or odd shopping activity sheets. Make sure to have both pages. Your goals for today are to count objects by 2 to determine if they are even or odd, to write equations to show how even and odd numbers are made, and to use color codes to show even and odd groups of objects that Ozobot will shop for. When talking about numbers, you can identify them as odd or even. Even numbers are numbers that can be grouped by 2. Odd numbers cannot be grouped by 2. Even numbers can also be made by adding the same number together. Let's begin with even numbers and look at a couple of examples. Look at this group of 4 objects. 4 is an even number. I can count the 4 objects by 2s to get my total. 2, 4. I can also make 4 by adding the same number or addend together. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Look at this group of objects. 10 is also an even number. I can count the 10 objects by 2s to get to my total. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I can also make 10 by adding the same number or addend. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Now let's look at some odd number examples. Here's a group of 7 objects. Let's see what happens when I try to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. Uh-oh. When I try to count by 2s, I skip the number 7 altogether. That's because 7 is odd. When I pair up the objects, I see 3 pairs and 1 extra. Here is a group of 13 objects. I'll try to count the objects by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I skipped the number 13 completely because it is odd. When I pair up the objects, I see 6 pairs and 1 extra. Let's get started on this Ozobot adventure to the grocery store. This is the odd or even shopping map. The map shows you all of the groups of items Ozobot will be shopping for and the sequence or order that Ozobot will collect them in. Look at the first group, the apples. Let's count the apples to find the total amount Ozobot will need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ozobot will need to get 15 apples. This is the odd or even shopping list. The first item on the list is apples. To help Ozobot remember that it needs 15 apples, I wrote the number 15 on the line. The item next to the number 1 now reads 15 apples. Can you write the number 15 before the word apples on your odd or even shopping list? Great work writing the total number of apples. Now I want to know if the number 15 is odd or even. Let's count the group of apples again, but let's count by 2s this time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Uh-oh. I cannot count to 15 by 2s. This tells me the number 15 is odd. I want to help Ozobot remember that the number 15 is odd, so on my odd or even shopping list, I will write the word odd. Can you write the word odd after the word apples on your list? Since odd or even numbers can be tricky, I want to make an equation to show why the number 15 is odd. I have circled the pairs of apples on my odd or even shopping map. I now see that there's one apple left without a buddy. This shows me that the number 15 is odd. To write an equation that shows that one apple is left out, I need to count how many apples have a buddy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 apples have buddies and one apple does not. On my odd or even shopping data list, I am going to complete the equation by writing 14 plus 1 equals 15. Can you make the equation 14 plus 1 equals 15 on your odd or even shopping data list? Ozobot's shopping list is coming together nicely. Now I need to help Ozobot collect the correct number of apples at the grocery store. Let's look back at the odd or even shopping map. I see the path above the apples has empty boxes. I need to find the correct missing color code and fill in the color sequence. At the bottom of my map, there is a color code key. The key tells me that the odd total needs the back walk color code or the color sequence red, green, black, blue. Using my color code markers, I will add the back walk color code above the apples on my map. Can you get your color code markers and color the back walk color code above the apples on your map? Let's complete one more item on Ozobot's shopping list together. First, count the candy bars on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then write the number 6 on the list to show the total. Next, count the candy bars again on the map by twos to see if 6 is odd or even. 2, 4, 6. Since I was able to count to 6 by twos, 6 is an even number. Now write the word even in the column. I will now use an equation to show how the number 6 is even by adding the same number or addend. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Finally, I need to find the missing color code. The key tells me that an even total needs the color code spin or the sequence green, red, green, red. My second missing color code is now complete. Can you count the total number of candy bars, fill in the information on your shopping list, and then color in the spin color code above the candy bars? Let's take a look at my map so far to see how Ozobot will backwalk when it collects an odd group of objects and how it will spin when it collects an even group of objects. Thanks to you, Ozobot is going to have the best shopping trip, learning about math and getting groceries. It's now time for me to go, but your fun has just begun. Complete the rest of the list and the map on your own. I've drawn in black lines so I don't give away the answers, but you will be filling in the backwalk or spin color codes. After your map is complete, put Ozobot on start and watch its shopping adventure with odd and even numbers. Can you finish the list and the map on your own and watch your bot go shopping? Don't forget to check that your list has 10 totals, tells even or odd, and has 10 equations, and that your map has 10 color codes. Make sure that your work shows how Ozobot follows the lines and color codes to collect all of the items. If you're looking for more, explore an important part of computer science, data, using the shopping list. What item did Ozobot get the most of? What object did Ozobot get the least of? How many groups were odd? And how many groups were even? Come back again soon for our next lesson.